So the regression part is concerned with making predictions. Sure, running into myself here. Regression part is concerned with running predictions. In other words, can I make the prediction that studying longer will increase marks? Can I say smoking causes cancer? So the regression is going to tell you, yes, it depends if you've got a close fit. So if we get a close fit, if we get a strong correlation coefficient, then we can predict. So if it's strong, then I can predict outcomes for which I don't have data. Right, so what am I saying here? I checked a lot of students. I checked the number of hours that they studied. I checked the marks that they got. I did the scatter plot, and now I'm going to try and see, does this thing actually give me, can I predict outcomes? So let's have a look at what I'm trying to say here. If we take that example of the studied versus marks, when we talk about line of best fit, then we're actually going to use the calculator again to find the equation, the exact equation of a line that best fits all those scattered points that I have. And your line of best fit, instead of saying y equals mx plus c, we say y equals a plus bx. That is just your statistical line of best fit. Your a is still your y-intercept, your b is your gradient. So if we compare the time and the marks as we did in the previous section, let's just do it again. 2, 5, 1, 4, 60, 80, 37. And you go and find your line of best fit. You find your values on the calculator. It gives you this. Now, before you can decide if this is a very good fit, if your info really fits the line very good, you go and work out your correlation coefficient, which you also find on the calculator. And for this data, it is 0.93, very close to 1, right? Strong positive, right? That means there's a close relation between how long you study and what marks you can expect. Now, here's what kind of predictions we can do. If you now say, if I study and I take a number of hours that's not on here, say 3.5 hours, what can I hope? What kind of results can I hope to get? Well, the number of hours studied was your X value. So you would put it in here and you will hope to get 65.5%. Remember, it's a prediction, it's never certain, and we know that in this thing there's a lot of other things, not just the hours studied, but it's just a rough example. We can also do another kind of prediction. What if I say I want to get 90%? Well, then 90 is just my y value, right? And I solve for x, and it tells me, well, if you study for 5.7 hours, you should hopefully get 90%. So the outcomes for which I don't have data, I didn't actually find a student who studied for 3.5 hours. But because my line of best fit is a good fit, because of this R value being strong, close to 1, I can go and guess that that is a very close answer. And I can also say I didn't have someone who got 90%, but I could figure out, I guess, if you study 5.7 hours, you should get 90%. Remember, probability, it's still just probability. It's never a certainty.